You know what's worse than forgetting to plug in your EV overnight? Waking up on a freezing morning and realizing your 300-mile range has been cut in half or more. That really sucks. Cold weather and EVs go together like ice cream and hot sauce. Technically possible, but it's gonna be messy. It's minus 10 degrees Celsius outside, you turn on the heater, seat warmers, defroster, and poof. Your range disappears faster than your motivation to go to the gym in January. Tesla owners call it range anxiety. In winter, it's more like range panic. Cold weather does that, and it's the silent battery killer. Your EV's lithium-ion cells are basically like you before coffee, cold, sluggish, and refusing to function. The chemistry inside those fancy batteries slows down, the internal resistance goes up, and suddenly your electrons are moving through molasses. Add in the fact that your heater, seat warmers, and defrosters are all sucking power like your ex borrowing just one more Netflix password, and poof, your range has gone faster than your paycheck on payday. You start doing math in your head. Okay, work's 25 miles away. I've got 150 left. That's fine, right? Then you remember you have to pick up groceries, maybe swing by your friend's place, and oh yeah, it's still snowing. Now every drive feels like a strategy game. You're turning off the heat, cracking a window to defog manually, wearing gloves inside your own car because you're not wasting a single watt. And let's talk about charging. In summer, you plug in, 30 minutes later, you're good to go. In winter, you might as well start a Netflix series while you wait. Cold batteries charge more slowly because they're basically like, bro, I'm freezing, give me a minute. And don't even think about unplugging your charger too soon. That cable's now frozen to your car like it's in a bad relationship. You'll be out there yanking on it in minus 20-degree weather, questioning all your life choices. It doesn't stop there. Your doors freeze shut, your mirrors won't unfold, and your fancy touchscreen moves slower than your Wi-Fi at grandma's house. You hit the defrost button and wait, and wait, and wait. Meanwhile, your neighbor with a gas-powered ride just remote-started his car, warmed it up, and left for work, while you're still trying to convince your EV to open its door. And when you finally get in, that blast of warm air feels so good you almost forget your range is dropping faster than Bitcoin in 2022. Look, I'm not saying EVs are bad. They're amazing in the right conditions. Instant torque, quiet ride, no gas bills. But winter humbles every EV owner. It's like the car's telling you, oh, you thought I was futuristic. Surprise, I hate snow just like you. And the worst part? When it's cold, your regenerative braking, you know, the thing that gives you back battery power, basically says, I'm out. Too cold for that. So yeah, you're using more energy and getting less back. Perfect combo. First rule of EV winter survival, always preheat while plugged in. Think of it like making coffee before you wake up. It just makes life better. When you warm up your EV while it's still charging, you're using wall power instead of battery power. That means your car stays cozy without eating into your range. Most EVs let you preheat from an app, which feels fancy until you realize you're just sitting inside watching your phone control a car that costs more than your parents' first house. Bonus tip, schedule preheating before your morning drive, so your cabin, seats, and even the battery are all toasty and ready. Because nothing says I love my EV like treating it to a spa session every morning. This one's obvious, but seriously underrated. If you've got a garage, use it. Even a few degrees warmer can keep your battery from acting like it's in hibernation. Outdoor parking in winter basically turns your EV into a frozen PowerPoint presentation. It looks great, but doesn't do anything fast. Don't have a garage? Try a covered carport or even a thermal car cover. It won't make your EV tropical, but it'll keep snow off and help your battery hold heat overnight. Think of it like tucking your EV into bed, warm, comfy, and ready to start the next day without an existential crisis. You know what drains an EV battery faster than a YouTube short binge? The cabin heater. EVs don't have an engine producing heat like gas cars. They have to create it using electricity. So when you blast the cabin heater, your battery's like, whoa, 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 you wanted to drive, right? Seat warmers, though? They're energy-efficient lifesavers. They heat you, not the air. kind of like a cozy electric blanket for your butt. If your car has a heated steering wheel, even better, warm hands, warm seat, and enough extra range to actually make it to Starbucks and back. So skip the full blast heat. You'll save miles and look like an eco-warrior while doing it. In summer, you can drive your EV wherever you want. In winter, you become a range mathematician. Okay, that's 30 miles each way, plus heater time, plus just in case. Carry the one. Maybe I'll make it. Cold weather kills range, so always leave a buffer, like at least 20% more than you think you'll need. And if you're road tripping, plan chargers stops ahead of time. Nothing's worse than watching your battery hit 5% in the middle of nowhere, with the GPS saying, next charger, 17 miles. Suddenly you're driving like your grandma. No heater, no music, windows fogging up, whispering to the battery, just a few more miles, please. So yeah, winter EV driving is like playing a real-life survival game. Strategy matters. Frozen cables are no joke. Treat that thing better than your phone charger. Let's talk about the real winter MVP, your charging cable. Because when it's minus 15 degrees Celsius and you go outside to unplug your car, surprise! The cable's now frozen to your EV like it's auditioning for Frozen 3: Tesla's Revenge. People think EVs are high-tech, but in winter you're out there using ancient techniques, kicking ice, pulling with both hands, whispering, "Come on, baby, just 5 more miles." Here's the deal. Moisture and slush get into the plug and freeze overnight, turning your charger into an electric popsicle. And if you try to yank it out too hard, you might damage the port or cable, and that's an expensive mistake. So what can you do? Step 1. Store your portable cable in a warm garage or indoors when possible. Treat it like your phone. It hates the cold too. Step 2. Before plugging in, make sure the port is clean and dry. A quick wipe with a towel or even a glove helps. Step 3. If your cable does freeze to the car, don't panic. Warm the area gently with your car's defrost feature or a portable heater. Just don't go DIY hero with a hairdryer in a snowstorm, okay? And finally, if your charger is outdoors year-round, get a weatherproof cover or cable sleeve. It's like a winter jacket for your EV's lifeline. Small investment, huge peace of mind. Because nothing's more humbling than explaining to your boss that you're late because your futuristic car is glued to the driveway. So yeah, winter is basically EV survival mode. You'll learn to preheat, plan, and pray your charger isn't frozen solid. But once spring hits and your range magically returns, you'll forget all about it until next December. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Would you drive an EV in freezing weather, or are you sticking with gas till global warming fixes this for us?